Hey everybody, this is Roughdawg4 from PS3 Imports, and today we're going to be doing a review of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? This is a dungeon crawling RPG. I just started playing into this. Generally, when I do a review, I have already finished the game, but this game is so long, it's probably not going to be likely for me to do, so instead, I'm going to have you just play along with me, right? And we're going to see how this goes. So as it starts right now, I just have one character. It seems like it might get more, but at the moment this is all I have. So you just have it seems pretty basic to me so far. So I just opened up these areas, and basically it's like I can continue along with the story if I want and do some missions, or I can go over to Familia and I can go over here and check out some skills, and basically I can see what it is that I can unlock. So right now it looks like I can increase my health. I can do strength, which I did, Always got to be about that strength. Who needs defense, right? That's not important. So you can see there's some other stats here, but I basically just started. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back in there because I think I got enough money to do another skill. So, oh my god, I hate doing defense, but I mean, I did get smacked. You know what? Maybe I'll do agility. There was at times I felt like I was getting trapped into corners and stuff like that. So you know what? Maybe I'll boost up the agility and do that instead. I'm also trying to. So there was two other things that was open to. One was the market, which if we go over there, that's where you could like buy items, right, and enhance items. I was basically gonna sell up to. I'm trying to save up to get a dagger right now, so I'm really kind of hoping I get enough money in the next mission to be able to do this because man, it just feels like the weapon that I have is kind of crappy. So, and the other part is the guild, and I think this is where we actually accept the missions yet. So, change equipment if I actually had any. So, and by the way, I would also like to say it's nice doing a review of an actual RPG. RPGs are my favorite types of games. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into quest, and basically it's recommending this one. Although this practice one, I just did it and it was actually very hard. So why not just do it again? I probably won't survive. That thing is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But we'll go ahead and do this because I can at least get some nice items and I can get some XP and stuff. So there is two sets of attacks. And by the way, when you play this game, supposedly it said that there's two ways you could fail the mission. Either you die, obvious, right? Or you don't finish in the time limit. Now, I haven't had any time limit missions yet, but supposedly those are down the road, so I'm not looking forward to that because I hate time limits. So basically, everything seems really simple. You could sit there and I could use the X button to kind of dash around, and it kind of helps you get out of a battle really fast if it sneaks up too much. And outside of that, there is two main buttons to attack. Circle, which you could do quick attacks, and if you do it fast enough, you could do a combo, right, of 6 moves right there. Or you could do triangle as a power move. So the things that I figured out pretty fast is that if you do 5 circle combos and you can end it with that triangle at the end to do a power move to really do some damage. But the thing I noticed is that if you do the triangle move or you do the 6 buttons of the combo, you get stuck and basically you leave yourself open to attacks. And here I'm going to show you. So here's me using 6 attacks right in a row, and you can see I froze there for a second, and basically I end up taking some damage, right? There's really, you know what I mean? Like right there again, I took some damage. So what I noticed is that instead of doing the 6 circle combo, do 5. And if you only do 5, so if I do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I could basically run away, and I wasn't taking any damage. Now, I don't know how long this strategy is going to work for, but hey, it works for right now, so, I'm going to roll with it. So, and again, so this guy, I didn't move fast enough, so he starts attacking, so we'll just wait for him to calm down a little bit. I'm going to continue, and when I get close to killing him, I'll do that circle combo, end with triangle to do the finisher, and bam. We are on to floor 2. This is the hard floor. This is the one that I feel like I screw up on that. So at the very top left-hand corner, you can see too, you have items that you can bring in there. So basically, I just have some herbs that'll heal some small HP. So you won't have to like totally die, but if you do die, you lose everything that you got in that dungeon. Pretty obvious, right? But if you hit this, if you notice, there is a return button if you hit the options button, and that basically takes you back into town, and you have some kind of penalty. I think you earn half the skill points and half the items that you get, or maybe you lose all the items and half the skill points. But it's basically, look, hey, if you know you're not going to make it in the dungeon, you might as well go back and you'll get something rather than nothing, right? If you die. So, and basically, so here we're finally going to get introduced to some harder mobs that hit something. And basically, again, I'm going to stick with that 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bam, I'm going to run away. 2, 3, 4. Now here's the tricky thing is that when you get a few enemies like this, just make sure you don't get trapped. There's a few times where 3 enemies will spawn, and basically I couldn't escape. Like they trap you in a corner, and once they start wailing on you and you're trapped, man, like you are in trouble, like, and you're likely gonna die. Or it is for me because again I'm early in this game, so I can't take it. So all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh yeah, shit. Okay, so I messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out of there. And as you can see, right, like you can see they could easily trap you with these. So you definitely don't want to make sure you keep moving around. All right, I'll do the finisher. Oh, that was dumb. See, like I got stuck there and I did the finisher and there it is. And they made me wail it. But now I know, yeah, we got those guys down. So, all right. Not doing too bad. Like I said, I do have some herbs, but I try not to use them because, well, I'm cheap. So I don't really know what else to say other than being cheap, right? All right. And as you can see, there's nice bags of money right here or items lying around. We'll get those for later. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry for counting to 5. It's just one of those things that I feel like I need to do just to be able to not screw this up. All right. And now they have low enough health where you can just obviously finish them off. So not a problem. So as you see, as the time we defeat an enemy, it's saying skill points. And right underneath my character's picture, you can see the blue 37. That's what leads to the skill points you saw me where I purchased. And basically 100 points got me like a new skill. So you can see we're getting well on our way to being able to probably boost up another skill as we finish this dungeon. So we are continuing along. And I'm going to come over to the right because I think there's an item here. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And like I said, I don't know how long this fleeing thing is going to work, but I feel like it's going to be a winning strategy for a while because I don't see why at any point you would want to go toe-to-toe with an enemy. It's like you do more than those 5 circle attacks, right? Or you do that big melee attack, and you just get frozen up. So, you know what I mean? All you're doing is you're opening yourself to you're a sitting duck to get attacked. So I see no reason to why I'll ever do that. I'll take the hit and run strategy. You can call it whatever you want, but I call it the I'm gonna live strategy, and it's been working for me so far. So, all right, so I got him. I know at the very last floor it was a little difficult because a bunch of these enemies just showed up, and I'll be honest, I don't see how you can go toe to toe with it. I mean, I'm sure others probably figured out this strategy pretty fast. It seems kind of obvious to me, but I don't know. I don't know if there's maybe once you get stronger, you can go more toe to toe with some of these enemies. I'd like to just go straight up with them, but you know, unless you want to just sit there and just constantly use items this whole time, I don't really think it's worth it. So, all right, taking down another one. These guys are pretty easy, so I'll see if I can get 2 of them. All right. Keep this train rolling. All right, and I think these both loop around. Oh god, I hate these enemies. Especially this section right here, you can see, you know, there's really nowhere to my knowledge that you can't go back to. So, you know, always make sure that leave yourself an opening to get retreat if possible, right? You know, you certainly don't want to leave yourself open to being attacked. So, all right, I'm not going to bother going this way because I think it all loops around. And, well, I just like killing the most amount of enemies as possible. So, probably would rush a little faster if there's some kind of time limit like they suggest that some of these levels will have eventually. But hey, for now, I don't have one, so I don't really need one right now then. I believe, as you see right here. Oh God, yeah, these stupid guys. I mean, like I said, I'm very early in the game, so hopefully it's one of these like strategies, right? That it's working for now, right? Because these enemies are just this bad. So, and this is the other trick too. So if you notice that guy is still trying to attack me, and you notice if anyone actually tries to attack you, they'll basically, if you see that guy, he sits there for a few moves, right? And he's going to constantly sit there. So it's actually not a bad strategy, especially if you want to separate them. You get one close to one of them, he sits there and attack, and you can kind of pick off one at a time rather than dealing with a bunch of enemies at once, right? So it's certainly not a bad way to go. All right, it's rolling and I think we're near the end. So the end is right above, but if we go off to the right and left, we face some extra enemies. This part I felt like got a little tricky because you can see you're kind of already pitting yourself in a corner. So, ooh, gotta get out of there. Can't screw that up. So these guys definitely don't want to get hit by them, man. They look pretty big. Yeah, right, taking them down. Right. So as you can see right now, we already have 105 skill points, right? So we're doing great. So you know what? This time I'm not going to mess around. So you know what? I am going to get out of here so we can at least always go backwards, right? I don't want to get myself trapped this close to being done. You know what? We separated that guy out. That's fine. All right. So we took out this enemy. All right. We're good to move forward. And you know what? I'm going to use an item just in case. These enemies are pretty easy, but you know what? I don't want to screw this up. This one starts off really simple, and then the enemies just start flocking in really fast. So, let me see. There's two. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See right there. Like I accidentally did a 6-1, and I froze there for a second. So I got really lucky. You don't want to get pinned by like 5 of these guys. So. All right. And we just took it down and we just cleared this dungeon, right? And not so bad, right? Like, so, now you get an idea of the strategy of, like I said, to use. I have no idea what's going to come. I'm assuming there would be a lot more harder elements done to the game. But hey, basically it's getting us going, right? So, did this dungeon. It looks like they said there was difficulty levels. I don't think that it seemed like that level was a lot. Like if I was doing the other quests, it was basically like kill 5 of those goblins that were the very first enemies. So this is way harder than anything I'm doing right now. But hey, if you could do this, you could certainly do anything else, right? And that's kind of what my goal was, is that hey, if I can do this and get the strategy down of combat, it'll certainly help and make the rest of the game easy. So basically, from what I saw, it's supposed to be 30 to 50 hours to get the platinum, and there's no missable trophies, which is great. I always love that. But basically, I'm just gonna enjoy this game. It seems pretty cool so far, so I look forward to playing more of it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this first look at this game with me. Again, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Seems like a great RPG game. Highly recommend to play it. Have fun and have a great day, everybody.